Good morning. How are y'all? I have my headset on, sorry. Welcome. So if this is your first time here,
Yes.
Jerry, hi. Know that we are all here to do this work together. So you're not alone. And we've all had our first days in yoga, and it's a great day. It's a great opportunity to connect with your breath, your body, in ways like you've never done it before. It's great. Have fun. That's the main thing, is have fun, be experimental, and know that you can rest anytime you want to rest. So, if everybody come in the child's pose, bring your big toes to touch, take your knees wide, hips back to your heels, take your forehead to the ground. And just come right into your breath. Right into your breathing through your nose. And let it go through your nose. On an inhalation, bring everything into your body. A loosening. And on an exhalation, squeeze everything out. And reach your fingers really long, way away from you. As long as your arms can go. And then take your spine back, your hips back, lengthen through your spine. Set your intention for your practice, a purpose. Curl your toes under, lift your hips, take downward facing dog. So take your pointer fingers right at 12 o'clock. Look there, yeah, and spread your fingers as wide as they'll go. And then just walk around. Take your right heel down, bend your left knee. And take your right knee, bend your right knee, take your left heel down. Move your hips from side to side. Then come high on your tippy toes. Tippy toes. Lift your hips as high as they'll go. And press your chest back. Yeah, drishti, maybe look to your toes. Drishti means look, so look to your toes or maybe your belly. And really press into the knuckles from where the first finger meets your hand and your first thumb meets your hand. Press there, press back. Your chest back, lift your hips more. And downward facing dog. Press your heels toward the ground, hips high. Bring your toes to touch. And lift your right leg. Bend your right knee, stack your right hip over your left. And so take your right knee to the ceiling. Fan your toes. Move your breath. Like a big yawn, a big hip yawn. So really reach your right knee high, spread through your toes. And right foot to the ground. Downward facing dog. Bring your toes to touch. And lift your left leg. And then bend at your left knee, stack your left hip on top of your right hip. Then take your left knee higher, spread your toes more, then press back through your fingers more. Chest pressing back. And left foot to the ground. And then look to your thumbs, walk your feet to your hands. And lengthen, lift halfway, breathe in, long spine, integrate your shoulders, drive your shoulders back, look up halfway. Exhale, bow. Take ragdoll. So separate your feet to fist widths. And then take your outer elbows. Grab your outer elbows with your hands. Down. And generously bend your knees so that your chest rests on your thighs. feel the ground with your feet. So from your foundation, press down. So pressing down through your feet, bring the weight into the balls of your feet, lift your hips a little bit slightly, and bring your hips forward, take your head down. Hands to your hips. Draw your elbows in toward one another. Long spine. Inhale and rise up. Stand. Yeah, good morning. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring your toes to touch. So stand in Tadasana. So toes are touching. Draw your shoulders back. Allow your eyes to close. Together we'll take 3 Oms. So big breath in. Big breath in, look up, reach up, hands to the sky. Look up and then go back. No straining, but allow yourself to reach back. Press through your heels, maybe your toes lift, palms facing one another. And exhale your hands to your heart, bow all the way down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step back, high plank. Hold high plank, high push-up. Yeah, and then from here, feel your wrist draw back. Draw into your center line and strengthen through your bones, your muscles. Now start to build a little fire, a little heat, a little internal heat. With your breath, move your breath in and out. Ujjayi, chaturanga, lower upper halfway. Shoulders above your elbows, elbows in tight. And then you come all the way to the ground. All the way to the ground, chest to the ground. Loop your shoulders back, come up. Keep your hips on the ground, baby cobra. Keep your elbows bent. Keep your elbows bent. Look up, loop your shoulders back. Tops of your feet down, toenails down into the ground. Exhale down, facing dog. Lift your hips, press back. Look to your thumbs. Come on your tippy toes. Step or float your feet to your hands. Lift halfway. Breathe in. Exhale, bow. And inhale, rise. Reach out, rise and reach. Look up, open up, and exhale, bow forward. Breath out. Lift halfway, lengthen, breathe in. Step back, high plank. Breath out, chaturanga, low hover, hover low. Hovering, knees up or down. Don't fight it, just let your knees come down if you want to. But rise up now, up, upward facing dog, shoulders back. Spread your collarbones. And exhale, downward facing dog. Fingers spread to the ground, the earth. And you're pressing your heels so much that maybe your toes lift. Your chest pressing back toward your thighs. Bring some energy into your practice of breathing. Come high on your tippy toes. Step or float your feet to your hands. Lift and lengthen. Breathe in. Big breath. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise and reach. And exhale that breath all the way out, fall down. Bow. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, take it back, chaturanga. All the way down to the hover. Inhale, come up, upward facing dog. Collarbones spread, tops of the feet down. Knees lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. alternate. Look to your thumbs. High on your tippy toes. Step or float your feet to your hands. Big jump or big step. Lift and lengthen, breathe in. Long spine, shoulders integrate. And exhale, bow forward, let go. Inhale, rise, big breath in, sweep up. And exhale, bow down, let go, all the breath out. Lift and lengthen, breathe in. Step back, chaturanga, breathe out. And big breath in, inhale, upward facing dog, collarbones back, knees lifted, tops of your feet down, toenails down. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now let your neck go. Look into your belly, your toes. Come high on your tippy toes. Look to your thumbs. Step or float your feet. Lift halfway. Breathe in. Exhale, deep fold. And take chair pose. Uttanasana. And so sink your hips down. Reach your hands up. And then bring your big toes to touch. So your big toes are touching. Maybe your heels are slightly separated. And reach forward with your hands. So your hands reach forward, stay in chair pose, sink down a little bit with your hips. Bring a little fire right here. So, and then turn your palms to face one another. Pinkies turn slightly in. Pull your shoulders out of your socket toward the front of the room. Yeah, and then like set your shoulders, bring your shoulders back. Now bring your elbows up. Keep the length of your bones. Keep the length of your bones. Spread your fingers, bring some fire, look up. Breathe. Yeah, open your back body. Sink your hips, bring your shin bones back. And bow forward, let go. Lift halfway, breathe in, step back, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog, breath in. Breath out, downward facing dog. Warrior one on your right side. Step forward with your right foot, reach your hands. Round your left heel. Yeah, and then bring your focal point, your drishti, up. And same settings with your shoulders. Set your shoulders up and then back and into your spine. Pinkies roll slightly inwards and bring your elbows back. Sink down, sink down. Your whole left foot grounded. And release hands to the ground, push up, vinyasa. High to low push up, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, press back, bring your left foot forward, rise for your one, reach up. And then stretch your arm bones, so straighten through your elbows. Sink down in your left hip. Yeah, and then ground your right foot. Your right heel's on the ground. Awesome. So press it down. Yeah, beautiful right there. Awesome. Maybe you can take a little bit wider for the outer edge of your mat. Right here. So, yeah. All right. Looking up, your drishti up, go back. And vinyasa flow, high to low push up, upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. Breathe 3 breaths. Look to your thumbs, tippy toes. Step or float, big jump. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, bow. Thunderbolt, chair pose. And just like the word says, this is thunderbolt. That means heat. So bring the heat of your practice. So maybe bring your shin bones back and then sink your hips 3 or 4 more inches. And maybe you keep reaching your elbows back more. Drishti up, look up. Exhale, bow forward. Lift and breathe. Step back high to low. Chaturanga. Inhale, come up, upward facing dog. Spread the collarbones. Your collarbones, open them. Go back, downward facing dog. Step forward with your right foot, rise up, warrior one, rise and reach. Ground your left heel, reach up, go back. And vinyasa, high low push up. The upward facing dog, the downward facing dog. Step forward with your left foot, rise up and reach. And let your hands come to the ground. Vinyasa, high low push up, the upward facing dog. The downward facing dog. And breathe intentionally through your nose. Ujjayi. And notice that your toes are turned slightly in. Take your leg muscles and squeeze them around your leg bones. Press your hips back. Tippy toes. Look to your thumbs and take your feet to your hands. Lift and breathe. Exhale, bow. Inhale, chair pose. Toes touch, knees touch. And take cactus arms. Bend your elbows, spread your fingers. Then bend your wrists back. Point your palms to the sky. And maybe your elbows, like you're pulling your elbows together behind your back. Maybe they even touch. Possibility. Exhale, bow forward, back up. Lift and breathe. Step back, high low push up. Breathe into upward facing dog. And breathe out, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Step and reach. Look up, reach up, express. And vinyasa, high low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step forward with your left foot and rise. Reach. And release your hands to the ground. High low push up, breath out. Come up, upward facing dog. Spread your collarbones, breath in. Take it back, downward facing dog. Breath out. Just the practice of movement with breath. That's vinyasa. It's really the connection of your breath to your body. Bring your toes to touch. Lift your right leg. Bend your right knee. Stack your right hip over. And maybe from here, you flip over. Maybe you flip your dog. Turn your world upside down. You can stay where you are. You can just stay. And have fun wherever. But wherever you are, bring intentional breath. Bring intentional breath. And if you are in flip dog, reach toward the front of the room. Press through your feet. Yeah, and if you're not in flip dog, you can bring your lower knee down if you need to do that. Do that for yourself. One more breath wherever you are. Breathe in. High plank, high push up. High push up, high push up, high push up. Yeah, bring your toes to touch, center of your mat. Toes to touch. Take your heels to the right side, lift your left hand, Vasisthasana, side plank. Yeah, and from here, have the intention of lifting your hips high. You can take your right knee to the ground if you want to do that. You can lift your left leg high. But stretch through your bones. Reach through your fingers, your toes. High push up. High push up. Chaturanga, low push up, hover. Inhale, upward facing dog, come up, shoulders back. And exhale, downward facing dog. Big full breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, lion's breath out. One more big breath in, fill up. Open up, empty. Big toes to touch. Lift your left leg, bend your left knee. Stack your left hip over, maybe flip over, maybe you stay here. Wherever you go, stay and breathe, flip and move. Go where your practice takes you. That's the great thing about this whole thing. It's malleable. Anybody can do this because it's performance in your body. One more big breath in. High push up. Thumbs touch. Toes touch. Take your right side to the sky. Let the heels to the left side of your mat. Vasisthasana, side plank. Have the energy in your hips so your hips lift up. Reach up. Yeah, you reach up so much you come into a small back bend. Look up. High plank, high push up. Chaturanga, low push up. Inhale to upward facing dog. Spread your collarbones. Toss up your feet on the ground. Knees lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise your right foot. Right foot forward, crescent lunge. Keep your left heel in the air, hands to the sky. And like a runner's lunge and reaching up. Yeah, and then set your mind at breath. And then plug your shoulder bones back in and then bring your elbows back. And bow forward over your right thigh. Keep your hands lifted, bow forward. Yeah, and then take your hands at prayer. Twist to your right. Take your left elbow outside of your right knee. Lengthen. Pressing your left elbow into your outer right knee. Maybe you bring your chin to your right shoulder and look up and lengthen more through your spine. One more twist. Open up. Warrior 2. Set your left heel. Rise. Right toes right at 12 o'clock. Right knee right over your right ankle. And set your shoulders. Shoulders draw together. Right knee pressing out. Twisting through your middle right finger. An extended side angle. Take your right elbow, your right knee, reach your left hand to the sky. Yeah, so your right knee's bent deeply, your right hip's drawing back toward the center of your mat. Press your hips toward the center of your mat. Take your top of your head toward the top of your mat. Spin your left wrist open. Look down at Vinyasa, high low push-up. Come up to upward facing dog. Spread your collarbones, look up, breathe in. And exhale to downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, crescent lunge, right heel in the air, hands to the sky. A really big step. Your right heel is lifted off the ground. Yeah, so your right heel is as high into the sky as you can get it, so you're really bending into your right toes. So George, raise your back heel more. There you go. Yeah, and then bring your elbows back more. And then bring the energy into your hips. Squeeze in. And bow forward over your left thigh. Keep reaching, keep reaching. Hands to your heart. Onto that mover and twist left. Take your right elbow outside of your left knee. And lengthen. Ujjayi, breathing in and out through your nose. Maybe your chin to your left shoulder, look up and lengthen through your crown. One more twist, open up. And rise, warrior 2, set your right heel. Sink down in your left hip. Yeah, and then make sure that your left knee's not ahead of your left ankle, is behind it. Yeah, it's right there, beautiful. Step back with your back foot more. Take it back, beautiful. Shoulders draw together, lift your heart up, spread your fingers, and extended side angle. Take your left elbow, your left knee, reach your right hand over your ear to the front of the room, spin your right palm down to face the ground, look up to your palm. Yeah, feel your left hip, draw your left hip back. Keep your knee bent. Awesome, breathe. Twist open, one more, open up, lengthen. And Vinyasa, high to low push up. To upward facing dog. To downward facing dog. Look to your thumbs. Come high on your tippy toes. Float your feet to your hands. Lift that way. Breathe in. Exhale, bow forward. Chair pose. Sink your hips. Reach your hands. Toes touch. Knees touch. Hands to your heart. And twist right. Take your left elbow outside of your right knee. And squeeze your hips together. And then sink your hips lower than your heart. You bring your weight, 80% of your weight into your heels. Twist one more time. And release. Lift halfway. Breathe in. Exhale. Bow. Separate your feet to fist splits. Take your peace fingers, your first two fingers intertwine with your big toes. Look up. Breathe in. And exhale. Bow forward. Take your head, your chest to your thighs. Head to the top of your toes. And then plug your shoulders in, away up and away from your ears. Top of your head drawing down more. And release. Lift halfway, breathe in. Heel toe your feet to touch. Take chair pose. Thunderbolt. Yeah, and really sink. Sink to that place where like bring some fire. Hands to your heart and twist left. And bring your chin to your chest and then take your chin to your left shoulder. Look up, spin, open. Any arm position you want. You can open your wings, twist one more time, open up. And release, let go. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, deep fold. Separate your feet, two fist splits, and walk onto your hand, gorilla pose. Take your right hand, your whole right hand under your right foot, your whole left hand under your left foot. Bend your knees as much as you need to get your toes all the way to your wrist. So it's your whole hand under your feet to your wrist. And you can, it's not about the straight knees, it's about the wrist. So you can bend your knees as much as you need to do that. And then from there, take your inner thighs in and back. And the top of your head down toward your toes. Let your neck go. And press your toes into your wrist. It's like a massage. And it's free. And release, lift halfway, breathe in, crow pose. Take your hands to the ground, spread your hands about shoulder width apart, bend your elbows. Bend your elbows, and you're going to take your knees to the backs of your elbows, and then the key is to grow is coming forward with your weight. And when you come forward with your weight, your toes begin to just get lighter. And as they get lighter, maybe you lift one leg, maybe you lift both. If you lift both where your toes are touched, take your heels high. Your version of crow. For 3, lengthen through your spine. For 2, flow through vinyasa. High to low push-up. Upward facing dog. Spread your collarbones. Open up. Breathe in. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Big full breath in. Open, empty. High on your tippy toes. Look to your thumbs. Step or float your feet to your hands. Lift halfway. Breathe in. And bow forward. Hands to your hips. Inhale and rise. To stand. Yeah. And then we'll take eagle pose. So reach your right arm out, your left arm over, intertwine. And your elbows as high as your shoulders. Bring your shoulders back. And from here, sink your hips and take your right leg over your left leg. And it's as though you're pressing your back, your shoulders against the wall behind you. Sink your hips as deeply as possible, but keep your shoulders pressing. And keep your breath flowing. Sink down one more little bit. And release. Reach up, stand up. Both hands to the sky, feet to the ground. Left arm out, right arm over. Sink your hips, take your left leg over your right. Eagle pose on the left side. And bring like your shoulders back. So you press your thoracic spine up and sink your hips down. Squeeze your legs. Squeeze your legs. And release your hands up and rise up. Grab your left hip with your left hand. Take your right knee with your right hand. So you raise your right leg up. Activate your right toe. So spread your toes, lift your toes. And then take your right knee out to the right side. And then press your shoulders. Draw your shoulders back and your thoracic spine up. Press through your standing leg. Taller. Breathe. Yeah, have fun. Like it's yoga, so smile. It's okay to fall, it's okay to lose your balance. Back to center, float it back, warrior three. So you flip your leg back behind you, take your hands wide, palms face down, bow forward. And then straighten through your right leg as much as possible, and then lower your right hip to be level with your left hip, and then squeeze your hips together and lengthen through your spine. Half moon. Your left hand to the ground or to a block. It's a great place to use a block. Take your left hand about 18 inches in front of your left foot, and stack your right hip on top of your left hip. And lengthen through your body. Squeeze in your core and lift your right leg even higher because your core is squeezing so tight it just lifts. Forward fold, top of your mat. Reach out, rise up. Reach all the way up. Big reach, big reach, big reach. Hands to your heart. Left side. Press down on your right foot. Take your right hip with your right hand. Take your left knee with your left hand. Then draw your shoulders back and stand tall. And then take your left knee out to the left side. Shoulders back, thoracic spine lifting. Breathe, move your breath, no holding your breath. Back to center, back to center. And then float your left leg through, take warrior three. Left leg reaches back, you bow forward. And then you keep a one line from your thoracic spine through your back heel, through your spine, through your heel. Just a long line of energy. Palms face down. Reach your hands back and reach your crown forward. Shoulders draw together. Half moon. Take your right hand to the ground. Left hand to the sky. Strengthen your standing leg and spread through your left fingers. Draw near your core, raise your left leg even higher because of your core strength. Lengthen. And release forward fold, top of your mat. Hands to your hips, rise up. Reach up. Exhale, bow forward all the way down, let go. Lift halfway, breathe in. Step back, high plank. Chaturanga to low plank. Inhale to upward facing dog. Open your collarbones, breathe. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior one, rise up, reach out. Ground through your left heel. Open up, warrior two. Right knee right over your right ankle. And your right knee is pressing out. It's a hip opener. It's pressing out toward your pinky toe. And straighten your right leg. So straight right leg. And then triangle pose. Reach your right hand forward. Take your shin bone or outside to block. And draw your right hip back. Inhale and rise. Wrist over your ankles, 10 toes toward the exit door. But that's not where we're going. Inhale, look up, breathe in. Exhale, bow forward from your waist, from your hips. Grab your outer edges of your feet. If you don't tripod headstand, you can do that. And your inner thighs roll in and back. Bring your hips forward. Weight into the balls of your feet. Sink your head even more. Hands to your hips. Inhale and rise. Baby back into the top, look up. Back to center. Spin your right toes to face the front of the room, 12 o'clock, and then step your left foot halfway up your mat. Yeah, and square your left toes toward the front of your mat. So your hips are square. Reach your hands to the sky. Look up. And bow forward your chin to your left or your right shin. Chin to right shin. Both legs are straight and both feet are grounded. You can use a block here too. It's a great place to use blocks. And the yoga is not about being bending. It's about the breath. It's about connection of your body. It's not about being bendy. Everybody thinks it is though, but it's not. Bring your right hip back and your left hip forward. Squeeze energy in your hips. Lift halfway. Take your left hand to the ground, reach your right hand to the sky, twist. Right hip drawn back and the crown of your head reaching away from your hips. Spin your left ribs open or your right ribs open. And vinyasa, high push up, low push up, upper facing dog, downward facing dog. Right, left foot forward, rise up. Warrior one. Reach high, sink down, open up, warrior two. And then it's a hip opener, so keep pressing your left knee out, sinking down deep, and straighten your left leg. Left leg straightens, and then reach forward, triangle pose. Take your left fingertips to your shin bone, right arm up. Yeah, left leg straight. So if it takes some water in your left knee, let a little, don't squeeze the joints, don't stiffen. Have a little bit of water in there. A little bit of fluidity. Press your hips toward this window wall. Take your crown of your head up toward the top of your mat. Lengthen. Spin your right wrist open more. Inhale and rise. 10 toes to face the window wall. Wrists over or take your hands behind your back. Intertwine your fingers. Inhale, look up, open your shoulders, your collarbones, and exhale, bow forward. Keep your hands together. Toes point slightly in. Now bring the weight into the balls of your feet, and your hips forward. Bring some softness in your upper body and your spine through your breath. But strengthen your legs so your legs stay strong, grounded. Hands to your hips. Elbows draw in, inhale and rise along spine. Baby back and breathe in. Spin your left toes forward to face 12 o'clock. Step your right foot halfway up your mat. Square your hips. The front of the room. Lift your hands. Look out. Breathe in. Exhale, bow forward. Make sure your feet are separated enough that you're not walking a tightrope. So some of you need to move your right foot toward the outer edge of your mat. Both heels down. Yeah. Terry, take your back foot toward the outer edge of your mat. There you go. Beautiful. Yeah, make sure your right heel's flat. Pressing into the ground. Your left hip's drawing back. It's intense pose. Lift your navel in so you can take your head down more. Inhale, lift that way. Right fingertips to the ground, left hand to the sky, twist. You can use a block or two. It's a great place for a block. Back foot on the ground, back heel on the ground. And release the low vinyasa. High push up, low push up. Upward facing dog. Rise up and breathe. Exhale, downward facing dog. High push up. Shoulders over your wrists. Chaturanga low push up. And release, let go, all the way down. Bring your right ear to your mat. Right ear to your mat, hands along your side body, palms face out, toes turn in, heels turn out. Take a breath. Bring your chin to your mat. Turn your palms to face down. Ankles together, long legs, and then fly, locust pose. Raise your hands, your thigh bones, your toe bones, spread your toes. Yeah, and then your shoulders, draw your shoulders together. Squeeze your core and lift your thigh bones higher. And then your outer edges of your lips, lift them, smile. Breathe, and let go. Left ear to your mat. Palms face up, toes turn in, heels turn out. Chin to your mat, bend your knees, take your ankles down your rasa. So grab your outer ankles with your hands. And then loop your shoulders up and back. And then press your shin bones back to the back wall and rise up. And fan your toes apart, separate your toes. Lift your thigh bones. Come high for 3. Bring it higher for 2. And let go. Fingertips, chest high, thumbs against your side ribs, elbows drawing in toward one another. Tops of your feet down. Upward facing dog or baby cobra, your choice. Knees up, off the ground or on the ground, your choice. But keep a little bend in your elbows, a slight bend. No locking your joint systems. Keep a little bend. Elbows in, looking up. Tops of your feet down. Tops of your feet down. Toenails down. Shoulder bones back. Look up. Breathe. Child's pose. Big toes touch, hips back to your heels. Knees wide. And press up. Cross your ankles, come onto your back. Your head at the back of your mat. Feet at the front. Laying down on your back. Bend your knees. Take your feet flat on the ground. Bring your heels back toward your hips. Bring your elbows into your side ribs. So your elbows are into the ground and against your ribs. Feet flat on the ground. And then your fingers reaching toward the ceiling bone on your bridge pose. Press your elbows down, lift your hips up. Elbows pressing the ground, hips go up, bridge pose. And then take your hands underneath you. Intertwine your fingers. And then roll onto the outer edges of your shoulders. Let it be a shoulder opener. And then your thoracic spine, lift it up. And then your heels, draw your heels back toward your shoulders. And then move your breath in and out. Through your nose, Ujjayi. Ujjayi just means victorious breath. Breath of a warrior. Knees squeezing in. Go higher for one more breath. And release down. And so you're going to take one big breath in here. Big full breath. If you know wheel, go to wheel right now. Rise up. If you don't know wheel, you're going back and doing another bridge. Just what you just did. Rise up. Go and breathe 5 breaths. Do it, yeah. You can do it. And yeah, so it's a wheel maybe. I mean, it's a bridge today. Maybe it's bridge. Don't hurt yourself. All things come with time. It's the greatest thing about yoga. If you practice long enough, it'll come. And release down. Release down. Take in one more big breath. Big full breath. Breathe in. Open up, breathe out. Rise up, go high. Last one, last set. Go high. Energy, breathe it in and out. 5 breaths. 5 breaths. One more, reach up, go high. And release down. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together. Hands out to the side, palms face up, or you can bring your hands and navel on your heart. And squeeze in. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And from here, lengthen through your spine, the back of your neck on the ground, your sacrum on the ground. And happy baby. Grab the outer edges, the baby toe edges of your feet. And stack your feet right over your knees. Yeah, feet right over your knees and your knees against your ribs. Breathe. Outer edges of your feet. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Breathe. Breathe. Navasana, O pose. So take your backs of your hamstring and the backs of your legs, rock up and down 3 times. 3 times rocks, big rocks. And land in bow pose. Yeah. And then bow pose. Yeah, so land. Your knees can be bent here, or they can be straight. Fan your toes. You can hold on to the backs of your legs if you want to. You can bring your hands out, or you can bring your hands even up. Yep. Lift your feet as high as they'll go. And lift your heart as high as it'll go. Show your collarbones back. Take low bow. Low bow. So the small of your back on the ground. Keep your feet lifted. Look to your toes. Fan your toes. Fan your toes. Your little toes. Look at them. Look at them. Give them some love. Come back up. High bow. High bow. Low bow. One more high bow, come up. Collarbones back, shoulders back, thoracic spine lifting. Downward facing dog. It's all from love. Every bit of it. All love. Big full breath in. Open up, empty out. Lift your right leg. Half pigeon. Take your right knee to your right wrist. Your right foot to your left wrist. So square your shin to the front of your mat as best you can. Come up. Bring your collarbones back. And then bow forward. Take the top of your head to the ground. If it hurts your knee, let me know. I can give you a different pose. You can do it. This can be down on your back. Yeah. Come on your back. Take your right foot over your left knee, right over your left knee, other foot right, yeah. Okay. Reach to the space. Take your left knee back here on this side. Don't draw in, beautiful. Set back. And let your breath be a clearing for possibilities in your body of openness. Where can you soften that you're holding? Maybe it's your shoulders, maybe it's your jaw, maybe your jaw is clenched. I do that a lot. Downward facing dog. Left foot in the air. Left knee, half pigeon on your left side. Left knee to your left wrist, square your shin. Come up, draw your collarbones together, lift your thoracic spine, lengthen, and then bow forward, let go. And don't just collapse into it. Keep the energy in your hips. So keep your hips squeezing toward one another. Activity. And then notice your breath. Notice if you're doing breathing in and out through your nose, Ujjayi breathing. Krishnamacharya said, if you can breathe, you can do yoga. And it's so true. It's about the breath. It's about letting go. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And walk your feet through your hands and have a seat on your mat. Seated, legs extended long. Yeah, seated upright. Take your right foot to your inner left thigh. Take your spine, take it toward your extended left foot. Raise your hands to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, reach toward your foot, your left foot. And spin your right kidney toward your left knee. Reach out. Take your right foot, extend your right leg, take your left foot inside of your right thigh, twist toward your extended right leg and bow, reach toward your ankle. And release, reach out, extend both legs, both feet forward. Spread your sit bones. Spread your sit bones. Paschimottanasana. Reach toward your feet with both hands. And release. Shoulder stand or Viprikriyani. If you want to do Viprikriyani, that's the hips on a block. You'll take the block down, bring it underneath your sacrum, feet to the sky. That's it, just breathe. Or if you want to do full shoulder stand, take your feet behind you to the ground, walk your hands up your spine, lift your feet. Remember, the main thing is just not to look around at your neighbors. Keep your chin right in the center of your chest. Go internal and breathe. This pose is like the most beneficial pose in yoga. Has the longest list of benefits. If you're in shoulder stand, take plow. Take your feet toward the ground behind you. If you're on a block, stay on your block. And plow, taking death man's pose. Bend your knees around your ears. Squeeze your knees around your ears. Squeeze the juice out of your head. All the goo. Let it go. And re-straighten. Slowly come out. Roll out one vertebra at a time. And then if your block's beneath you, remove your block. And then bring your knees over your hips, so bend your knees, shin bones level with the earth. Arms out to a T. Yeah, and then drop your knees over to the left side. Look over your right shoulder. Keep your right shoulder against the ground. Maybe you take your left hand behind your right knee to help press your knees to the ground. And switch, take them over to your right side. Look over your left shoulder. Savasana, let go. Lengthen your legs, separate your feet. Let your toes splay open, lengthen. Yeah. Then your palms face up. Draw your shoulders together. Take in a big breath. Open up, release it out. And breathe. Knees into your chest, hug in, hug yourself, big squeeze. And make it like that hug that you haven't, that person you love but you haven't seen in a few months or years. So that big, warm, welcoming hug of yourself. That acceptance of yourself. And stretch out, reach out, lengthen. And roll onto your right side. Press and make your way back up to seated, cross-legged. Hands to your heart. Come up to your highest seat. So really spread your sit bones. Ground down and reach your crown high. Collarbones back. And complete with 3 arms. Big full breath in. knuckles to your center forehead. Really nice job, guys. Namaste. Give yourself a hand. Nice work. Happy Wednesday.